Hey guys, Monster here. Just a quick little video about Olight. As you guys know, I've been in the EDC game for a little bit now, and I've always been a little partial to Streamlight, but I've owned 5 Olights, along with 10 Streamlights, and I've never really had a ton of issues with Olights because I follow a lot of those EDC groups on Facebook, and a lot of them talk a lot of shit on Olight, and you know what? I'm starting to see why. I don't buy into a lot of the hate. I like to buy something for myself and experience, you know, the gear for myself, and then I would test it out, whatever, and give my review. And my experience with Olight has been kind of 50-50. Originally, I had bought one of the original PL Valkyrie Minis. Excuse me, I think that they're called. I liked it because it was a flush fit on the Glock 19, didn't stick out like the TLR1 or most other weapon lights. It was a flush fit with the muzzle of the Glock 19, so I ended up picking that up, and I loved it. It still works to this day. Me and a buddy kind of trade it back and forth. I'll get something, so I'll get something new, so I'll give it to him, and he'll get something new, so he'll give it to me, and it just kind of goes back and forth. And I'm sorry for the camera shaking. There's no tripod. I'm just holding, talking to the phone. So I apologize for that, but I've had good luck with that. It still works to this day. He has it right now, so it goes back and forth. Like I said, it still works. After that, I ended up buying the i3T EOS, the original one that came out, and I hated the pocket clip. And on the light that I have now that is destroyed, which we'll get to that, it has the same pocket clip. That's why didn't carry it on my person, but we'll get into that. But it was the same pocket clip. I hated it. It slipped out of the pocket too much, and I lost it. Don't know where, don't know how. It just slipped out of my pocket. It just came in and out of the pocket way too easy. I hated the pocket clip on the i3T, which is the AAA model. I'm not a big fan of rechargeable flashlights, which is ironic because the next flashlight I bought by Olight was rechargeable. I'm not a big fan of rechargeable flashlights. I don't like having to wait on my lights to charge. I want to be able to pop a new battery in, and that's it. I understand batteries run out faster and it costs more money, but I like being able to pop a new battery and I don't have to wait for it to charge, especially on weapon lights and things like that. So I don't like rechargeable flashlights. Ironically, the next light I bought was a rechargeable flashlight, and this was another negative thing I had with Olight. It wasn't me particularly because I was a correctional officer at the time, and the Seeker Pro 2, the Seeker 2 Pro, I don't know, came out in a new color, bought it, carried it for a little bit, didn't like it, so I ended up giving it to a female co-worker of mine who was also a correctional officer, and we were standing around one day bullshitting, just standing around like correctional officers normally do, and something's smoking, and turns out her light was turned on and it was burning through the nylon sheet that the light came with, which is what she'd put on a duty belt, which was what I wore, but she had leaned up against the wall and I guess it had turned on by accident, and well, it started melting through her sheath, so we turned that off. And I should have known there to never buy any more Olights, but, well, I'm a sucker for a green color, so the i5T came out, and I love AA. That's what I normally carry, is that. I actually have it in my pocket right now. I can hold the phone. Actually, I don't have it. It's in the house because I took it out of my pocket to look for something. I was actually looking through the garbage. I dug through my own garbage today, guys, to find the light I threw away, and I needed my flashlight, but I didn't end up putting it back in my pocket, which is my own fault. But anyways, it's that Streamlight ProTac, whatever. It takes 3 different batteries, the AAA, AA, and the CR123As, and I ran the AA's in it for the longest time. I love AA batteries. I think they give good performance for the size flashlights that are out there. So I liked that they came out with that version in the i3T and AA, and it was green. So I bought it, and it was like $30, and I bought it, and again, it just came in and out of the pocket way too easy. So I ended up putting it in my bag. I have 2 EDC bags. I have one for around town, for if I'm going like maybe an hour, and then home. If I'm away from the house for at least an hour, if I'm an hour away from the house, if I could word that correctly. If I'm within an hour of my house, that's what I wanted to say. Sorry, guys. I don't like taking double takes, so you're just going to deal with it. If I'm within an hour of my house, I'll take that bag, which I switched that bag a lot. I went back to the Rush 12 in OD Green by 511, and then I have a Vertex Ready Pack 2.0 that if I go to my in-laws, they're 3 hours away. It has basically everything that's in my EDC bag, but beefed up. Instead of 1 mag, I have 2. Instead of, this, I have 2 extra. I carry more of extra, you know what I mean? So it's just like a beefed up version of my EDC bag. A little bit more survival gear because I'm 3 hours out and I carry additional stuff in my vehicles. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. But I kept that flashlight in my long distance bag, let's call it. My long distance bag or my around town bag. I keep it in the long distance bag. I actually keep a micro stream in the around town bag. I keep an extra flashlight and an extra knife in every bag. It doesn't matter. Hunting, fishing, doesn't matter. I keep it in every bag. Because I'm the kind of guy, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Again, yet another tangent. I kept it in the long distance bag. And it sat in there for a while. It had no problems. And I don't know. I guess it got turned on at some point. Getting moved around. Because I have 11, 12 backpacks. So a lot of them are empty again. Long distance bag. Round town EDC bag, fishing bag, hunting bag, things like that. But I guess I got bumped and turned on, and I went to go move things around today because once a month I like to check all the batteries, make sure everything's functioning okay, and well, it was not functioning okay. It got turned on and melted itself. The tail cap is pretty okay. Excuse that little hangnail there, I know it's gross, but there is some corrosion on that. This is where the actual issue is. The glue or whatever was behind that, that's definitely glue of some kind. That was behind the clip, completely melted. That same garbage clip. And on the inside, you can see the battery exploded pretty much. On the inside, I don't know if you can see that with how dark it is. It is all kinds of destroyed on the inside, melted the cap completely. Actually, this fell out. I guess there's a little O-ring, you can see it. Melted out. I popped the little lens in there. But as you can see what it is, there's even the serial number, I5TEOS. And I'm just very disappointed. It was just sitting in a bag and it got bumped and turned on, and I see why Olights get that shitty reputation now. I get it. Just stick with Streamlight, which is ironic because I'm a big person on sales. I love things that go on sale. So every year you have Prime Day. Well, this last Prime Day, they had those the Balders, I think they're called, with the laser. I bought one. It was like $80. It's been working okay. I have it on my PCC, so it works for close quarters. I'm not a big laser sight guy. I don't like lasers. But for close quarters, under 25 yards, they're okay, I guess. But it runs okay. I haven't had any issues with it yet. It doesn't get bumped and stayed on. But I'm very disappointed in this, guys. I don't know. I had high hopes for Olight. I haven't had a ton of issues, but I don't know. And I did try and put a new battery in here, even though it's all screwed up. It won't turn on. It's completely dead. I guess I could contact Olight and get another one, but I don't want another one. I don't want another one of these. If this is what's going to happen, is it's going to explode and melt in my backpack, I'm glad it didn't cause a fire. I don't want another one. I don't want it replaced. I don't even want my money back. I just don't want to deal with it. I will never be purchasing another Olight, which is kind of funny because some news, guys. I have a job interview this week with the local sheriff's department. And I figured, well, I'm going to use my little stream light that I always carry as a duty light. And because I don't want a big light hanging off my belt. I've had a bunch of crap on my duty belt, and it just weighs me down. So I'd rather be able to clip a flashlight in my pocket. And those little stream lights, that stream light that I carry is more than capable as a duty light. For the stuff that I've done in law enforcement, it's more than capable as a duty light, along with carrying a weapon light. So I wouldn't even try Olight at this point. I know some of their new stuff, I guess, has timers in it, and that's just ridiculous. A flashlight should not do that. I've never had an issue with Streamlights. I've ran Streamlights my entire life. Even if they're on sale, guys, I wouldn't worry about it. That's why I'm putting out this review, because I don't want it replaced. Or that's a really big blue jay. Actually, that was a beautiful bird. Sorry, guys, I like nature. But I wouldn't even trust them. I just couldn't believe that happened. It's something as stupid as that. It's really sad because I had high hopes for this flashlight. I love the color. I like that they come out in different colors, but I think that's why they do it. But if Olight sees this, I don't want another flashlight. I don't want any reimbursement. I'll eat the $30. I'm okay. Very disappointed, guys. Just watch out with Olights. If you have them and they work for you, that's great. Use what you can afford and what works for you. Olights were what I could afford, but they do not work for me. As you can see, it exploded. So I do not trust them. I will no longer be purchasing them. Oh, by the way, I was saying about me getting a new job. I'm going to carry that Streamlight as a duty light. I was looking at that. Excuse me. Swallowed a bug. I was going to get that, but the Plus, which carries 2 AA batteries, I was going to get that for an off-duty light. The exact same light comes in green, AA batteries, Olight, but I'm glad I'm not now. Glad I didn't spend the $40, but it's supposed to be a quick video, guys, and it's already 10 minutes, so that's just my PSA of Olight. If they work for you, use them, but just keep that in the back of your head. I've never heard of this happening with Streamlight or Surefire, and that's all I'm going to say. So, as always, guys, stay safe, stay bladed, stay pewed, and most importantly, guys, just stay free.